Megan Fox with a dick. That's the thing. Or Hulk Hogan with a pussy.
Hello, everybody. We've got a great show today. We've got none other than the Andrew Tate. And, well, that's an easy answer, by the way, on would I fuck Megan Fox with a dick or Hulk Hogan with a pussy? And it is a good question, okay? But I need to make it relevant for Piece of Poop here, who has never seen Transformers and is deaf, a Decepticon.
Why would you say that?
Look, you'd know if you were a true patriot. Alright, let's see here. Picture Shakira with a dick.
Hot as fuck.
Wait. I didn't think of the other part yet. What else? Alright, you gay Decepticon. I go up and down on that shaft before cradling the balls. Megan Fox dick, I mean. Nothing gay about that.
That's pretty good, Cowman.
I have 2 children, and one of them is gay, and that's the one I go out of my way to avoid. I even put him in my contacts, says don't answer, in fact, be afraid. So...
That's pretty fricked up, don't you think?
No, I'm embracing the controversy. Some people are agents of chaos, and I am that. But I'm also an agent of controversy. So my producer, Julian, more like fat old bitch. Yeah, well, I fired and replaced him with the Hog. At least that's what his business card says. Hog, come on in here. Introduce yourself.
Howdy. There, problem?
What? No. I just want to introduce you to the listening public.
Well, howdy. I'm the Hog. And if you're out there, I'll find you.
Okay, alright, that's enough. Alright, you're supposed to be producing me. That's why it's so controversial. This is the Cowman's Controversial Country Slaughterhouse.
Controversial Country Slaughterhouse. Controversial Country Slaughterhouse.
Boo! A show that's gonna blow your hair back, feather it, then whittle wow, 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 bam, 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 and then the guitar solo ends on a mountaintop.
Come on, stop glossing over stuff. Come on.
What do you mean by that?
1 year of hard time, 15 years of probation.
Well, how do I put this?
Maybe tell them exactly how it happened. Start with the treason.
Well, it's Piece of Poop's idea, really. Okay, let me take you guys back in time. Sound effects, please. Whatevs. Anyway, Piece of Poop, who wouldn't take to the skies if he was a bald eagle and instead simply chooses to be a bald man, told me he had to take a flight to Washington, D.C. for a new couch. Red flags up right off the bat like the People's Republic of China. He loves that couch, even has a date and time for every stain on it. Therefore, I took the same flight, put on some funny glasses and sat a few rows back to keep an eye on him. It was beside the point that I had a caseload of merch in the overhead. And some old bag wanted to put her things in there, insisting they would fit better. And I said, you got fucking room under your seat? And that's what I thought. Anyways, it turned out our good friend Piece of Poop was headed to D.C. As we got off the plane, I tried to find him again, but that is where I lost sight of him. I did see a guy in a cape with a suit that had MAGA emblazoned on it, so I followed that guy instead. And, I ended up selling t-shirts at what ended up being January 6, 2021. The long and short of it, I got thrown in the slammer, and Alex Jones ended up being sued for $1 billion. Now, I've been hearing a lot about this guy who does podcasts. He thinks he's hot shit, but really he's just a cold, lonely turd that has in fact been sitting in the toilet for way too long due to the fact that someone forgot to flush, then left for a business trip. The trip took way longer than you thought, and you come back from Portland, and oh my God, it stinks the place right up. I was the original podcaster. I earned the belt. I still wear it. Ethan Klein, more like Calvin Klein, because I can find that shit anywhere, like at a Marshall's or a Ross, but still pretends to be too bougie for Walmart. Alright, but moving on to cool stuff. We're going to have an inspiring convo with Tot Tate. We're going to talk about Golden God, Golden Gold. We're going to talk about some lib movies, but are they lib? And we'll be right back after a word from a sponsor.
Coming to Russia this May, watch the Supreme Commander play and win alone against a whole team of Russian hockey pros.
Now, let us have fun. But if I don't win, you die, you die, you die, and you die.
The Supreme Commander is going in for a Uh-oh, the goalie blocked it.
That went in.
But I blocked it.
It went in.
Better watch, because in Russia, you don't play hockey. Putin just killed you.
I'm back in the cinema for the movie review. Some would say during the worst year ever for movies, but for me, TBH, no different than the last 5 years of not seeing Steven Seagal at any premiere. And no, I don't watch Netflix or Hulu or HBO. So, Cocaine Bear had to skip. Too close to my real life. Ant-Man in the middle of Antland, I'm starting to wonder where the ants even come in on that one. Oh yeah, I forgot that we're rating these. 1 and 2, I guess. Shazam 2, more like shit. And I was smelling that the whole time, wondering where were the beautiful women? I see a hot guy who is somehow also a child, so I'm still like, what? And like I said prior, if I see a hot guy and a hot chick in a trailer, I expect them to be banging. And did I see that? No. Was I Shazammed? Or Shazammed? And ain't it a Shazam?
I always wanted to be a kid who turns into a superhero, then turns back into a kid. Also, he got his powers on a bus.
And just like what you said, the whole plot was confusing and unbelievable, okay? The Jesus Revolution, on the other hand, was a 10 out of 10. And no, I didn't even have to watch to know that much, okay? Piece of poop, our resident stunt double of The Office, volunteered to watch John Wick 4. Not so I could get enough points for a large popcorn, but for a genuine opinion. What'd you think about it?
Action star Keanu Reeves was assassinating that ass. And he did alright. But I gotta say, Cowman, I'd seen it all before, but with a different dang dog. I wanted J-Wick 4 to show us how the cheese is made, but instead I got another dang no reason, no logic action movie again. And that was fun the first 3 times, but 4 times? 5 out of 10 J-Wicks for J-Wick 4.
Well, I also sighed after I skipped out on shit too, and snuck into J-Wick, which I thought was awesome. I was like, is he gonna kill that guy or kill that guy? Or could he get killed? I don't know why I'd ever asked that. And all my answers were right. Yes! I give it a 7 out of 10 because of all the dang chicks in the movie not wearing bikinis and or totally naked. What's up with that, okay? And what's up with the Mario movie? No certified Italians on screen. What am I supposed to take the word of? 2 mustachios who look like I've met them personally at a Coke party in Chicago? That they're Italians? Or the mushroom is? And on to the bigger point that I'm so glad other people are wondering. Is it lib? Now, Strong female character normally seals the deal for any such argument, but brotherly love makes me think of myself, and the love I have for my brother, who is a stick in my craw, but is still my brother, so is under Christian law, legally obligated to love me forever. And so I, for one, thought the movie was extremely religious, and therefore a Christian film.
Aren't Italians normally Catholic?
Well, Italians are both Catholic and Christian, white and black, everything really. And they can say whatever to whoever, whenever, and however they want. Rudy Giuliani, yeah, he's probably Italian. And everyone liked Butterfingers Bloomberg until he used his Italian powers for evil.
What? Why you call him Butterfingers Bloomberg? Is it because he's like a man who loves the delicious crunch?
No, you dummy. It's because he dropped Punxsutawney Phil and he died, okay?
I don't know no Tony Phil.
The groundhog.
Which of the 5 families is he in?
5 families?
Of the mafia?
No, the groundhog, like the ground... Look, let's just go to a Bud Light commercial, any kind of commercial. We're back with my longtime fans' favorite segment. Oh yeah. Peeps love a good money soak until it stops raining. And you're sitting outside of Jackson's wondering where all your dang change went. Well, cash is the devil, here to take everyone to hell. And some folks would say, Cowman, oh Cowman, you're crazy for thinking gold is still valuable, but think about it this way, alright? Jesus takes cash and the devil takes credit. Jesus can break a 20, but the devil just stole your identity. Shouldn't have shredded that bank statement along with that card, i.e. pray at a church. Alright? The gold standard, or the God standard as I call it, needs to return. Okay, remember the days when you could go into a gun shop and get not only a gun, but like a whole arsenal for 2 gold pieces? Now, that's like $1,200. I don't got that kind of money, you know? I don't spend that kind of cash unless, of course, I'm trying to get laid. Then I'm throwing Washingtons like it's none of your business, of which it ain't. Ever since we gave up on the gold standard, or, the God standard, it's been hell in a handbasket, gargoyles, and 3-headed dogs. And those give us your gold for cash commercials back in the late 2000s were so Barack Obama could melt it all down and put it in his mouth. Which I agree, is dope as fuck, but it's wasteful. And in the end, Obama ended up chicking it out anyway and selling it all to the Taliban for Osama bin Laden's whereabouts. When all those gold for cash companies were trying to shake the gold out of me, I put it in a chest, hid it in a map with X marks the spot. Except it doesn't.
Which is why we spent a whole frickin' day digging around your mom's house.
And in the gold standard back in the 30s and turning it into straight cold cash. The reason I call it the God standard is because God made gold straight out of his vision. His beautiful vision. Man makes cash every day in a skyscraper somewhere in an unknown location over the ocean. And you can thank World War II, III, and IV for that fact.
I don't know about that, Cowman.
About what?
World War IV? I think after 3 you've seen all you can see with war. And it's boring by that point, like J-Wick 4.
Yeah, good point. Not! John Wick isn't even close to being finished, okay? He's still got subjectively bad men to kill and more dogs to lose. Okay, of course we'll have a World War IV because we'll have no choice in the matter. It'll be a war of the world and a war of itself, okay? And piece of poop, if there's gonna be a chest full of rich stuff...
Wait, rich stuff?
Yeah, treasure, gold. What I've been talking about, I don't know, this whole fucking time. Anyways, if it's between you, me, and the gold, I'll take the gold every time.
Me too, so we could share.
Share it? I ain't sharing it. I'm gonna kill you and take it all.
Oh man, what?
Yep, so I can jump and splash around in it like a goddamn king straight out of the Middle Ages, which is what I plan on becoming when the nuclear war ends society as we know it. I'm gonna take all the gold I have saved,
hid and lost,
and I'm gonna use it to become post-apocalyptic royalty. Get it?
Not really.
And that's fine, because I don't get you. Or why you had to turn against me while we were in prison.
Cowman, I couldn't be a Nazi or get a Nazi tattoo.
I got it covered up, okay? Got it covered up with a completely naked on the top of a Trans Am, alright? So it's not a problem.
Okay.
Right back after a word.
Who told you it was cool collecting old things? Who told you they'd be worth something someday? The government? Society? Not me. Criterion Cola. Collect 'em all, don't collect 'em all, collect 'em all.
This is an interview. A rock star interview. With Andrew, aka the Cobra, aka the Tate. Oh yeah, I ain't even playing, y'all. The #1 alpha, the top seed. That's right, the Cowman. I am Andrew Tate. I was Andrew Tate before he was a Tot. My life is like a cobra. Sometimes I'm hissing, and sometimes I jump right out of the bush. Sometimes people come at me with flutes, unrelated. But if you need a man with a rose tattoo on the back of his neck to where the thorns say badass all around it to give you life advice, then consider this a public service. I've hanged and banged like a G-dang clothesline with the hottest brides, including my ex-wife, Barbara. Barbara! But in my court, we would dismiss that as evidence. But in '95, before she had kids and turned into a raging bitch, we were raging all night. And that's why I am the true authority on being a man. What is a man? A man with a plan? Let me walk you through some steps. Think to yourself, am I gay? Answer that question in your head. In your head though, not out loud. Now ask yourself this. Have I ever impregnated a woman? If not, defer to question 1. And lastly, do I own a 1989 Trans Am? If not, defer to question 1. Now, if you're still with me, you passed the test. This time. But next time, I'll pop quiz you so hard and so fast, you won't even be able to flex on me. So stay on your toes. And the only human traffic I experience is sitting behind a bunch of soy boys on the interstate when I'm trying to get to work. Also, I was in prison for longer and did way more push-ups, maybe like 9,000, but I wasn't counting.
No, Cowman, I know a real guy, and his name is Tyrone, my wife's best friend, and someone who has really become a pretty much a second dad to my family. Like one time, I was like, I'll be back in a few hours, I'm off to do the show, and he was like, what you looking at, Cracker?
Well, that sounds like a real man to me.
Oh yeah, and my wife just loves him, my kids do, you know. He loves to come over and hang out with DJ and Shadir.
Whoa. Hey, are those your kids' real names?
Oh, yeah. Why?
No reason. Continue. Wait. I'll continue. On to the next segment.
Oh, dang it.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello? Fresh. For our final thoughts on this edition of the Country Slaughterhouse, listen, I'm telling you right now that the pull-out technique works, okay?
But you have 2 children that don't even speak to you.
So, I probably had sex like 100 times by now, so the percentage is pretty fucking good if you ask the stats. Just like LeBron James, you play the game long enough, you're bound to have a pretty good dunking average. And I dunk every time. None of this free throw bogus, okay? No, I dunk it and dunk it again. Dunk on that dunk, just like an Oreo. And like Oreos, I'm in and out of that pussy.
Come on.
What?
Just cause Sharon Wisniewski isn't CEO anymore doesn't mean you can say anything on YouTube.
But I can say this.
You deaf can't.
Yes, I can. That, snowflakes, it's a blizzard. And this is your Cowman signing off. Chill out, Chicago. Boo!
Jeez Louise, come on. Jeez. Louise. Do I have a catchphrase now?